Hello friends. Oddly enough, but you should be very careful when choosing gasoline versions. In total, 2 gasoline units were used. Both belong to the EP6 family, have a working volume of 1.6 liters, but differ in power and equipment. Base, 120 horsepower aspirated 1.6 VTI. The second, 1.6 THP, is equipped with a turbocharger and develops 155 horsepower. The weak point of both motors is the timing chain drive. Fortunately, there were no cases of chain breaks or jumps on this model. The increased noise of a running engine will tell you about a malfunction. After 80 to 120,000 kilometers at 1.6 THP, the high-pressure fuel pump can mope. After 100 to 150,000 kilometers, the valve cover has to be updated. Inside, the membrane breaks, which causes a whistle, and the engine starts to take oil. The cause of the oil burner is also the hardened valve stem seals. In addition, over time, the tube of the turbine lubrication system may leak. From time to time, the thermostat also needs to be replaced. Some owners have had to capitalize on a turbo engine due to piston burnout. Diesel lovers have plenty to choose from on the market. You can find 2 and 2.2 liter turbo diesels with 136 horsepower and 204 horsepower respectively. Among the proposals on the secondary market, in addition to the indicated motors, there are models with a base 1.6 HDI output of 112 horsepower and 2.0 HDI 163 horsepower. All of them are equipped with a particulate filter. In principle, each of them deserves attention. Today, French diesels are among the best in the world in terms of maintenance costs, smoothness, economy, and performance. However, the best choice would be the 2.0 HDI, 140, 150, 163, and 180 horsepower. It was on its basis that the RXH Hybrid, 163 horsepower plus 37 horsepower, was created. Diesel units have a timing belt drive with a replacement interval of 5 years or 140,000 kilometers. Support of power units, gasoline and diesel, can become unusable after 100 to 150,000 kilometers. The car was offered with 2 versions of a manual transmission, 5 and 6 speed, a 6-band robot, and a 6-speed automatic. The robotic box is rare. However, it usually does not cause significant problems. Aisin automatic transmission is reliable and durable. It is worth noting that the boxes of diesel and gasoline versions are different. In gasoline, an automatic transmission with the AT6 index TF70SC was installed, and in diesel engines AM6 TF80SC. Boxes AM6 diesel versions until October of 2015 had a design flaw in the sealing ring of the shaft of clutch packs C1. The ring wore out, the operating oil pressure dropped, and shocks occurred during switching. Later, the ring lock was improved, and a repair kit and repair technology was offered for earlier boxes. Those who have always found French cars too comfortable and the steering mediocre will be surprised. The Peugeot 508 behaves very well, and the chassis has become more rigid. Settings almost sporty. The base model has McPherson struts on the front axle. Silent blocks on the front and rear axles usually serve more than 100 to 150,000 kilometers. Approximately so much pass and shock absorbers. In some cases, it was necessary to change the bursting front springs. Wheel bearings can make noise after 80 to 120,000 kilometers. They change in assembly with the hub. In the GT version, the front bearings are changed separately. There are also problems with the steering rack. It can knock, and in diesel GTs it often leaks. Body iron in general is not prone to corrosion. However, sometimes red spots can be found in the area of the wheel arches. Dirt accumulates behind the fender liner and rust appears. At the same time, peeling of the paintwork is observed at the junction of the wings to the bumper. The owners note the unsuccessful design of the sedan trunk lid. When it is opened during rain, water gets inside the trunk. Along with this, water can end up in the trunk due to leaky lid stops and debris clogged drain openings. In cars with keyless entry, after 6 to 8 years, difficulties arise with the operation of the system. It's all about the handles. Moisture gets inside. Sometimes the arrows on the instrument panel indicators begin to show non-standard values. The reason is the failure of the aero motor. In copies of 2011 to 2013, the wiper motors failed. Due to poor design and location, water got inside. Each leash is driven by its own motor. Usually goes to the left motor. Sometimes it can be brought back to life after disassembly, drying, and cleaning. Windows can also fail. The plastic roller is destroyed and the cable bites. If you know of other model malfunctions, be sure to write about it.